How's it going, y'all? Roddy Riles back with a quick live stream here. I'm not trying to stay on too long. Um, Not sure if anyone will show up. So, hello, Same Time Toys. How's it going? I was just gonna say I don't know if anyone's gonna show up on such short notice, but there you go. We've already got someone here. So, you can hear me? All good on that end? Hopefully, we get some. Too late. Hello, titular heroine. How's it going? Cool, we got some people here, so I guess we can start. So, I wasn't expecting my pile of loot until Tuesday, but I got a notification from FedEx that they dropped it off at my door. So, hello, Action Figure Addict. That is what we're going to be checking out really quick while because I know what's in here, but y'all don't know what's in here. So, there's some cool and interesting stuff. And right off the top, what's up, True Star Screamer? Right off the top, we got some Action Force Weapons Pack India. So that was new. So we got some weapons in there. So that's really cool. Always can use some more weapons on that. What's up, Dave's Dimension? How's it going? Yeah, so Weapons Pack is good for G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, Action Force, whatever you want to use them for. So that's the first thing that we got in here. think I fixed it. Can y'all hear me? Think I fixed it. Just had to restart the stream. Let me see. Oh yeah, we got audio back. Cool. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Hello everyone that popped up. So as I was saying, I guess I'll do it this way so I don't bump the mic again like a moron. We got Pandora. I'm pretty sure this is that new Pandora, and I don't get a lot of Action Force stuff, but hey, this is my first time having an issue with streaming, so I'd say I'm doing all right. So let's take her out. I'm not gonna get any stuff like unboxed because that's all for videos because all this is new stuff, but there's that new Pandora. Got a glare on there. She's really cool. I'm really excited for that. I don't get a lot of Action Force, but Pandora I make exceptions for because she's really cool. And this finally came. I was hoping I would have that by Christmas, but we've got the Naughty or Nice. Was my stream flipped? That sucks. The Naughty or Nice Santa Claus from Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, so that's cool. I'll probably save that for like December this year. There's no point in opening it anytime soon. And yeah, it's like a biker Pandora for sure. And hi, Leia. Nice to see you. You missed the technical difficulties, I guess. What else do we have in here? It was a pretty big pile of loot. I'm going to fall out of the chair. We got this guy, Crimson Shadow, from Action Force as well. Just because he had a lot of accessories and he was on the cheaper end, and I was like, this guy looks pretty cool. So, you know, maybe I will do Christmas in July. But these are cool. I didn't know that they were coming on retro cards or card backs. So that's pretty cool. And let's see what else we have in here. I know there's one that someone's waiting for in the stream, but we're going to wait to get that one last because we also got Cable finally from Big Bad Toy Store. He's probably going to go on my Marvel vs. Capcom display because that's like Marvel vs. Capcom Cable. And I'll have to get rid of that bath piece because I already have Zabu finished. So I don't really need another one. Put my Zorana head on that Pandora, and it's amazing. See, I wanted the body more than the Pandora figure, but I can use those heads for my other Pandora. But bum bum bum. You know it's coming. But yeah, we got Cable. So that's a really cool grab. He restocked at retail, so I made sure to scoop him. And there's another thing that I haven't gotten in a while in here is now they're all falling out. I haven't gotten any of these in a while because, whoa, hey, look what Big Bad Toy Store sent in the bottom. They sent me some extra Santa heads with it. I don't know why those are in there, but those were sitting at the bottom of the box. But I did get the updated new Luke and Leia, and apparently there's also a Han coming as well because they looked really good. I saw Robo's review and I was like, you know what? Those just popped up from my pile of loot, so I may as well get them because the old ones are absolutely horrid. So those are really cool. We got, Leia, we got a Leia. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. I love Carrie Fisher. She was great. When I saw her in, was it Scream 3? Yeah, she was in Scream 3. I was like, oh shit, it's Carrie Fisher. And the joke in that is so great. Oh, it lost focus on me because of my figures. No, the stream's about me getting my figures. Stream, focus. And then lastly, there's one more thing that we got in the box here. And it's the one I've been waiting for the most. It's pretty much the only reason I shipped my pile of loot. It's the Mezco Lives the Ghostface Lives Mezco. So yeah, Carrie Fisher was an amazing person, and I miss her every day. That sucks. But yeah, Ghostface finally from Mezco, and so much cool stuff on here. So I'm really, really hyped to be getting this. This will probably be the first thing I review, and so this is a preview of all the stuff that's going to be coming as far as my reviews, because all of these, well, maybe except for the Santa, all of these are going to be going up as soon as I do the video, but I'm not going to do all these videos at once. I'm going to pace myself. Yes, the box is glorious. It is very well done. And the funny thing is they can't label it as a Scream ghost face because there's like a costume company that owns the rights to the ghost face mask. So they can't market it as Scream. So that's why all these figures are marketed as Ghostface, like that Ghostface lives. Ghostface obviously was not Scream, but it had stuff from Scream. Was it Scream 6 that came out last? So this is like the same thing. We've got a bloody mask, and then we got the scythe, then we got some. I'm really excited for those blood effects. Those look really cool, and all those pictures down there are yeah, rights are complicated sometimes. So any Ghostface merchandise is not marketed as Scream. It's just marketed as Ghostface because Ghostface is a copyright that Scream somehow was able to use for the movies. Rest in peace, Wes Craven, by the way. Hello, Ronnie Trickshot. How's it going? Welcome to my quick little stream here. It was part of the deal for them to use the mask in the 1996 movie. So there you go. K-Mac, how's it going? So I guess for everyone here, we'll do that wasn't here for all the other stuff. We'll do a quick rundown of what I got, and then we'll just stay in the chat for a little bit. I'll stick around for like half an hour. Not trying to do. Ooh, I bumped the mic again. Can y'all hear me? Stay away from the mic, Riley. So first we had. Well, not first, but we had some Action Force with our Crimson Shadow. Then we had the Action Force Weapons Pack India. So I don't know how I'm going to do a video on that. I'll probably just throw it in with one of the Action Force things. We got our Naughty or Nice Santa, finally. Way too late to do a video on right now. And then they sent these extra heads in there at the bottom. Like, let me check that out real quick to see what the deal is. So we got a winking head in there. There's another winking head in here. And then there's another. Was there like problems with my paint? Because they don't, maybe a little bit. Yeah, his mustache. So they preemptively sent me better painted heads because his mustache, I don't know if you can see it on there. Probably not. I'll have to do it in my video, but his mustache is like not painted properly. It's going out of the lines. So that was cool that they included those heads and I didn't have to contact them. Good job, Big Bad Toy Store. I love Big Bad Toy Store. I wish they would sponsor me. Like, if you're watching this, Big Bad Toy Store, let's work something out. I can do a discount code. I got like 3K subscribers. I think I have enough people that would probably order from my link. So yeah, I buy from y'all enough. Cable, Marvel vs. Capcom. And then the new Luke and Leia from Black Series, which are very few and far between for me. I wish I could turn my camera around and show y'all what it looks like. But I don't have a dual camera capability on my thing right now. And then of course, lastly, we got Ghostface from Mezco. I'm so excited to get that open. And then Pandora fell down, so we have Pandora. And this is, all of this came, and I was going to have the Nacelle Biker Mice bikes as well, but I saw a couple reviews. And I decided I will wait for clearance because I know that those are going to go on clearance because right now at Walmart, the Nacelle Biker Mice are on clearance. And that's not to say they're bad figures. They just, they made a lot of stock of those. So horror is my stuff, but Scream is my bread and butter. Yes, I love Scream as far as horror movies, like slasher movies, not horror, because Scream isn't scary, but slasher movies, Scream is my favorite, but Chucky will always be my favorite, like slasher total. Like I love Chucky. I also love Jason. Like they need to reissue a Mezco Jason and a Mezco Freddy Krueger and I don't know if they made a Mezco 112 Chucky, but that would be pretty sick if they did that. So yeah, that was my haul. So how's it going, everybody? Anybody else get some stuff in? Anybody got some stuff coming? I know Action Figure Addict has there you go. You got 3 items in yours. I know one of them is Ghostface, but I love my Mezco, Freddy and Jason. I'm jealous. I want those. Biker Mice and Street Sharks are awesome. They indeed are. I have all of the new Street Sharks so far that Mattel has released, and those are amazing. And I have the first three Biker Mice, obviously, Throttle, Vinny, and Moto. I will get the bikes once they go on clearance. I'm sure Big Bad Toy Store will have them in stock for a while if I decide otherwise. But that was $46.99 for one of them, and then all three. That's over with shipping. That's over $150. So it's just a lot. And I just had this big pile of loot, and I was like, I can't add to it. But then I got the Muffix Spider-Man coming, so that should be here like Tuesday or something. I got Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine a while ago. That's a good Wolverine. Probably the best Hugh Jackman figure that we've gotten from Marvel Legends. Definitely, not probably, but it sucks that I had to swap the arms myself, and most people had to swap their own arms themselves. They should have given that as an option to start with. I'm waiting on the bikes to drop in price to use for my Dreadnoks. That's a cool idea because it doesn't matter if they're oversized for those guys because they would ride big, oversized bikes that are way bigger than them. They made a Mezco Jason. It'll be a while till we get a Jason figure again because the Friday the 13th franchise has been illegal hell for years. Licensed and split between two people. Yeah, I remember when the was it 2010? Jason movie, the reboot came out, and like it has bad reviews. Like that was the Michael Bay executive produced one. He didn't direct it. But I love, all right, now that I'm done unboxing, I can get rid of this boring background. Give me a second here. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh, the reboot Jason movie. I love the Platinum Dunes reboot. That was really good. And then it had Jared Padalecki in it, and I love Supernatural. I love them getting like more roles. Apparently he's supposed to be in The Boys with Jensen Ackles next year, so that'll be great. But I really love that Friday the 13th movie, and that's the last Friday the 13th movie we got, and it's been like what 15, 16 years since Friday that reboot, and that was like it was a good movie. Like the kills were great and creative. It was bloody. It had the gore and the boobs, which is what Friday the 13th is known for. So it was just everything you would want from it. Oh, and by the way, on Thursday, we're talking about movies right now. I'm doing my top 5 movies live stream. So we're going to start from the bottom and go up, and then we're going to talk about trailers and stuff that's coming. So Rowdy Roundup on Thursday is going to be a movie live stream. So a little bit different from action figures, but I do movie reviews sometime. So I figured I'd branch out a little bit and tell y'all, talk about my favorite movies. Y'all could talk about your favorite movies and all that stuff. So we'll save most of that for that stream. But the reboot was great. The sleeping bag over the fire was amazing. Yeah, it was great. So brutal. That movie was great. He goes out and he finds the pot plant, and then he just gets, what happens in those movies. It's such a good reboot, and it sucks that the reviews are bad. That's why, and I didn't go see Captain America 4. I'll talk about this in another stream as well, because I saw the reviews on YouTube and Reddit saying meh, and now the audience score is sitting at like 84, 85%, and it would have been fun. That means I would have enjoyed it. Me, I know I would have enjoyed it, and I just gave in to the peer pressure of being like, don't see it. It still made 90 million, so that's good. So I'm hoping that movie does well. I'll probably go see it in a couple weeks or so, maybe next week. But I also really want to see Hard Eyes. It was just not a good week to go for the movies for us, so we didn't go see that. We're supposed to get a Camp Crystal Lake Peacock series soon. I hope will that be like covering, is it like a reboot covering early Jason and his mom and all that stuff? You're going to see Captain America 4 Wednesday. Cool. Let me know how it is. And also, it was fun doing that stream last night. It was my girlfriend got mad at me for being up so late. It's all good. She was just like a little grumpy that I was up so late streaming. But it is what it is. I was having a good time. So that was really fun. Check out Same Time Toys, by the way. Part 6 and 7 are my favorites. Part 6 had the RV kill with Alice Cooper's Teenage Frankenstein. My favorite, I think my favorite Freddy movie, or not Freddy, Jason movie is probably Part 3. And then, as terrible as it is, I love Jason Takes Manhattan. It's an awful movie. Awful movie. But it's campy, it's fun, it's stupid. I really enjoyed the 5 minutes we got of him in actual New York City. That was fun. And then, of course, the reboot is my favorite Jason movie. I love that movie a lot. I started Invincible season 3. I haven't caught up. Me and my girlfriend we started Severance season 2. So there's just a lot of stuff that I forgot about, and Invincible is one of them. And I'm like, frick, everything is happening all at once now. 50s era of Crystal Lake. Yeah, so cool. That's like a prequel. I can't talk. You all know this by now if you watch my channel, but fortunately I was off today and I have to work at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow, so I cannot stay up late tonight. But gotta be responsible with our toys and collecting and stuff. Just saw that it was out today. TCP. What is TCP? What is that? Part 2 in Jason X. Jason X. Yeah, that's a good movie. I enjoyed that. I like all the Jason movies, except I haven't seen Jason Goes to Hell for various reasons. I just haven't seen it. But all the other ones I enjoy in some capacity. Friday the 13th part. Ugh. Friday the 13th part 2, probably my favorite. There's another vote for part 2. Hi, David. How's it going? A former coworker met Alice Cooper, but I was off that day. Yeah, sometimes you miss stuff at work. Sometimes you miss it. I've only seen the first 3 seasons. Was it 2 or I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, so I need to catch up on that. I do want to see the new Karate. I can't talk about. I'm trying not to talk about movies because what my next stream is going to be about. But that new Karate Kid movie looks interesting. Jason Goes to Hell at the theater. Yeah, I don't know what year that came out. I probably was not born yet. No, that came out in the 90s, right? I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm got a cool pile of loot. There's a lot of people in here. That's surprising. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I just got some toys, but I'm gonna try to not do a video today. I already did my Clone Saga video, so check that out. I was waiting to get Kane to do that because I wanted to have at least as many of the Marvel Legends figures that we were getting. Because I know we're probably never going to get a Spider Side or a Carrion, and if we do, it'll be a while from then anyway. But I got my Clone Saga video out, and that was fun to do. I pulled up some comic panels and all that stuff. It wasn't as long as I wanted it to be, but with the Clone Saga, it's a little bit harder. Like Secret Wars, it was easy to sit down and read every issue. But with the Clone Saga, it was spread over like 5 different titles and like 60 different issues over like 3 different years, 2 or 3 different years. So it's a lot harder to go over every single plot detail of the Clone Saga. But I covered the gist of it, where Miles Warren came from, the clones, Kane, Ben Reilly, Spider-Side, all that stuff. So yeah, check out my Clone Saga video. It was really fun to do. And I'm a 90s kid, so as much as people hate the Clone Saga, it's always been a point of interest for me. Tank Coat Pink, but I sort of... Tank Coat is Piston Cup sponsor in Disney Cars. Okay, cool. The Piston Cup sponsor. Gotcha. Yeah, and like I said, subscribe to Same Time Toys. Go check out their channel. Yes, thank you, Jarek. Thank you for watching. It was a lot of fun to make, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Also, my Chameleon video was really fun to make. I'm trying to put more time into editing videos because, like, yes, I was taking my time and doing stuff with my videos before, but I wasn't like editing stuff in that puts related like videos, like clips of movies and stuff related to review, and that just kind of holds people's interest over a longer period of time. I found like having little breakups of me just talking and saying, here's the figure, here's what this does. And while that is the point of the channel, to let people know whether they want the figure, if it's worth it to buy, you got to keep the view time up and all that. So I'm trying to spend more time editing and more time filming. Not like longer, but just like taking my time and putting more effort into them. So, and yes, I did, because I knew it was going to be $50. So I was prepared for the $50 price point. And I know it's not worth $50, but I pre-ordered. I'm only going to keep one set of them because I want one to give away on my channel and one to keep. So I pre-ordered 2 from Hasbro Pulse and 2 from Big Bad Toy Store. And it's also sold out on Big Bad Toy Store now. So I'm almost at 3.5K. So once we get there, we're going to give away a Retro Card Venom. Hopefully by that time, Maximum Spider-Man will be out. And we'll set a 4.5K goal for that, because I have my Mezco 2 left feet, but it's still a Mezco Spider-Man at 5K. We're giving that away. So I'm trying to do tiered giveaways on my channel, much like our friends of the channel, Figure Fight Club, who's not here right now, but also check them out. They are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by March 7th. So make sure you check them out. I still think Ben should be the real Peter. A lot of people feel that way, but, you know, he dissolved. He just turned into sandy dust, much as clones do. So it's been disputed and it's been retconned and back and forth, but Norman Osborn finally led to the fact that Peter was the real one and Ben was a clone. And, you know, it is what it is, but Ben is a great Spider-Man. He was always a really good Spider-Man. He beat Venom. He had the Spider Carnage symbiote for a while and he got out of that situation. So Ben's a great character. They've just, much like Peter, they crap all over Spider-Man characters. Like MJ's a hoe bag now because she's with Paul and everybody hates Paul. Like, just like the show, everybody hates Chris, but everybody hates Paul. Nobody likes Paul. And Peter's never going to be happy, and Ben can never be happy. He's the supervillain, the Jackal. He's, Chasm. It's like your most popular character. I know Batman doesn't have a good life. His parents are dead, but that's like, and he's lost Jason Todd, but Jason Todd's alive again. But Spider-Man, no, can't be happy. Well, thank you. I do try, and they are fun to do, and that's the main point. If they weren't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. So if I'm having fun and people are enjoying it, that's awesome. I'll just decide if Max Spidey is worth my 50 once I'm playing with him. Yeah, I can guarantee you that the price point is just a jacked up price. So he's not really worth that. It's just what they're charging for it because I know people will pay it. Me being people and other people like me who made it sold out. And I guarantee you they're going to have some in stock when the pre-orders finally drop. There's going to be in stock on other places. They're going to have a lot more than the pre-orders did. They just don't want to get more pre-orders than what they have. But Hasbro knows what Spider-Man does, so they're going to make a bunch. You ever thought about getting SH Figure Arts Spider-Verse figures? I'm sure they are great figures, but for me, for my Spider-Man collection, at this point, I'm trying to stick to 616 Spider-Man stuff. As far as Marvel Legends and SH Figure Arts, I don't really have a shelf presence for Spider-Man. I have the Tobey Maguire SH Figure Arts Spider-Man. That's great. And I have the Mofex coming, and then I have the Mezco. And that way, I have a representation of Marvel Legends, Mezco, Mofex, and all those Spider-Man. So I don't need like a Miles or a Gwen or whatever because I don't know where to put them. I don't want to put them with my Marvel Legends. But so I'm not going to get any of them. I'm sure they're great figures. I've seen some reviews. When Peter and NJ had to break up, I died alone inside. Well, they didn't have to break up. The writers just wanted them to break up. They're like, oh, you want to bring Aunt May back to life? Well, we're going to dissolve your marriage. And then Aunt May dies again anyway. And now, it's like, how can you do this to your most popular character? I don't get it. Yeah, that's Ultimate Spider-Man, and it's a really good comic, but it sucks that it's an alternate universe Spider-Man. So, if you remember the original Ultimate Universe, that's where Miles came from. But what happened was that universe got erased, but it got reset, actually, and all the there's like no superheroes in that universe up until the start of this Ultimate Spider-Man. So it's an alternate history where Peter didn't get bit as a kid. He got bit as an adult, because Tony Stark from the future sent him a little pill with a radioactive spider. And then he builds his own, Spider-Man suit as an adult. And it's just like putting on a pair of gloves that have always fit or riding a bike because he feels like he's always been that way. And that's because he's missing out on that part of his life. So Ultimate Spider-Man is like what 616 Spider-Man should be, besides the not having his whole childhood spent as Spider-Man. And it sucks that it has to be an alternate universe for us to get that. It's a great comic, but it's just so terrible. Sellouts look great to upper management, but pre-orders selling out messes my brain. It's just FOMO. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Ultimate Peter died. He died, but then they brought him back like twice. So he didn't really die. So he came back to life. He died fighting the Green Goblin, and then he died again, but he came back and he was just kind of in the background, and they just kind of wrote him off before the Ultimate Universe ended. And now he's back as a full-grown Peter Parker. Clone Saga was the end of my comic book reading last year. I subbed to the online site and started out with Fantastic Four #1 and at the end of 1973. Wow, so you got a lot of reading to do. Yeah, that is a lot of reading. Any DC multiverse pickups? I know we have sailing issues with the characters again. I was thinking about getting Power Girl, but she was way too tall, like Big Brother. Nope, no McFarlane for me anymore. The Power Girl looks cool, but yeah, I figured she would be too tall. Like with the Dick Grayson Batman being taller than Superman, and that was the last McFarlane I was ever going to get. I was like, it doesn't matter what line it is. I'm done with Todd. Hey guys, I'm going to release Batman every two. And this is a turtleneck. That's why I'm going to release Batman every 2 years, 2 days actually. Sorry, not 2 years. And it's going to make me so much money. And I don't care about scaling because 7-inch scale means they're all 7 inches, right? You know, that's I can't stand Todd. Only Captain Marvel stays dead. I remember when it was Bucky and Robin, but here we are. Yeah, Uncle Ben too. Uncle Ben stays dead. Well, no, he's alive in the Ultimate Comics, so Uncle Ben's alive too. I love DC figures, but hate McFarlane. That's the boat I'm in. I don't have any more DC stuff really, except for I have like a certain amount of McFarlanes, and then I have some DC collectible stuff and some older DC stuff, but there's no affordable 6-inch line, and that's what Todd's DC Multiverse should have been. But even if it was 6 inches, I still wouldn't be collecting it because they're pieces of shit. Ooh, I mean, pieces of crap. Still shouldn't swear on stream, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I hope he loses the license this year. I don't want to keep seeing these crappy DC Multiverse figures all over YouTube, and I don't like everyone is fine. It's fine if you like it, but I'm so tired of seeing people just stick up for it and just make excuses for it. If you like it and it brings you enjoyment, that's totally fine. But just don't defend the laziness that is that line, you know? That's all. Yes, rest in peace, Marvel. They will never bring Marvel back to life. Yeah, it's just one of those things. And Jonah Hex, he's cool with that horse, and he actually had guns, but it's just one of those things. It's like Todd is not my favorite toy creator. Is that the little 3.75 one? Those are interesting. It's just another thing there. Like I was talking to my brother earlier today, and he told me about the Batman Beyond Batmobile, and it doesn't look like the Batmobile from the show. It's way too small in the back, and it's way too long in the front, and it's like for what you're charging. Why you've had from like what 1999 is when that show came out to figure out what the Batman Beyond Batmobile looks like, and it's just like doesn't look like that. And then they all still have, and I know customizers like it, they also have those ugly giant pins. Like they're like, if this was my arm, the pin would be this big in my arm. Like that's what it would look like. So it's one thing to have pins, but to have them that big and then to not change it at all and to still be doing that diaper system with no actual crotchular area on your figures, there's just a lot of things. Yeah, that's about what they're worth, $5. Yeah, I gave up on a 5-inch, but yeah, if it's my 4-inch Robins because there you go. Decent showing of DC Universe figures. I have about all the GSA. See, I was just gonna have the Justice League, but with that Wonder Woman being like what $50 when she came out, selling out immediately and never releasing again. And then they did do a re-release and it was out for like an hour. So I just got rid of them all. The only one I have is Superman and Batman and the Robins, and that's it. Like just because I like Dick Grayson and Robin better than Batman too. So, you know. But I'm going to hop off here pretty soon. I just want to do like a quick 30-minute stream. I do appreciate everyone popping on because I wasn't expecting so many people to come in. But it is Saturday, so it makes sense. I wanted to meet Todd at MegaCon so I could ask about pins and diapers. And why would I make female figures? Because if I did, then the little boys will become serial killers the second they get one. It's just, why would I make a Wonder Woman or a Zatanna or any female figures? It just makes no sense. Because Todd McFarlane, everybody. We'll have him on the stream at some point. I'm just kidding. He would never. That's what I'm telling you about the laziness in the line and reuse. Get it? You gotta use some reuse. You gotta use some reuse, but that body that they use for Booster Gold and they're continuing to use like for that the newer Green Lantern and all that stuff. At least 24 different Robins. So Robin's your favorite, I take it. Glad you all enjoyed it. Thank you for coming. Please do hit like. Should always do at least an hour. I should, but I'm tired today. I'm still tired from last night. You know, we were up late last night streaming. I stopped talking pins in diapers with my last kid. There you go. Never say never. He was on the Junkman show. It was crazy. Well, you know, maybe I could swindle my way into having Todd on the channel and get him to fold on some of his answers, because you know I wouldn't cut him any slack. I don't care. If it's the freaking Pope I'm talking to, I'll ask him all the hard-hitting questions. Oh yeah, platinum chases and collector's editions. Oh, we got to make sure that they keep looking for the figures, and if they get what they want, if they buy a bunch of pre-orders online and get the same chase and over and over and over. And then you have the whole Joker thing. Yeah, thank you. I will. Everyone else enjoy too. It's always a good thing to go off on, Todd. All right, everybody. I'm gonna hop off here. It was about a 40-minute stream, so close to an hour, but my girlfriend's here and she wants to hang out. We're gonna play some Magic the Gathering, so you know, I gotta go live life a little bit. And I'm officially a YouTuber now, I think. So I do have to separate my real life a little bit from this. So I gotta take some time for me and all that stuff. Just so yeah, I will see y'all later. I love you. I'll see you next time. Check out my Thursday live stream. Check out my Clone Saga video. I will be doing my Mezco Ghostface review at some time this week, probably tomorrow night, you know. Bye, everybody.